Good morning everyone and welcome to Hunky Dory TV on this lovely Tuesday. I hope you're all well today. Jump onto the comments and let us know how you are. My name is Daniel Newhouse. I will be your host for the hour. We have Emily producing the show. Say hello, Emily.
Good morning everyone.
Good morning everyone. And a lady at our demonstration station. Rumour has it that as she takes a walk through the woodland, all the autumn colours of the trees turn back to spring green. And as she takes a stroll down the lane, all the flowers turn their heads to face her instead of the sun.
What?
Wow, what a lady. May I introduce to you the sunshine in our lives, Sheila Halliwell.
Oh my goodness. Good morning everybody.
They're getting worse.
Yeah, they are. They're making my stomach turn, some of them.
We adore you, Sheila. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
This is 2 days in a row for us.
It is indeed.
That's very exciting.
And then I don't think we're together till like next week or something.
Oh,
at all.
no.
I don't think. I think this is me done in here for this week now.
Is it? Is it? Oh, yes.
I think it's Natalie for the rest of the week.
It is, isn't it?
I think it is, yes.
And a little bit more of me, unfortunately, for people, but there we go. Guys, what are we doing today? It's Super Saver Day today. It's one of my favourite shows of the whole month, actually. We do Super Savers once a month. It's absolutely brilliant. Bring you some products. We're talking core products. We're talking essentials, consumables and product tools, really, craft tools.
Yeah.
Things that you're going to use again and again and again, and we slash those prices down for you, and we've got a great selection for you today. But first, before we do that, I've got a couple of reminders for you. Reminder number one, pick of the week. We launched our Popper Topper bundle yesterday. Can we take a look? I think so. There we go. These 4 wonderful pads. We had a really good look through them yesterday, didn't we, Sheila?
Yeah, we did.
4 demonstrations?
4 demos.
Did you have a favourite? Difficult, isn't it?
It is. You know, I really like the Lady's Choice. But then again, I also like the Animal Magic.
It's tricky.
Oh, I don't know. It's difficult.
I thought Animal Magic was great. I think the Party Time is great as well. There are 4 here, guys. £36, and you obviously get your club discount off that as well. Over 40% of the stock of that has gone already in one day, wow. Which we were really pleased with. So people are loving these just as much as we do, which is great. Secondly, we would love to see what you're making with our products. We mentioned this yesterday. If you can submit your makes online, they can be featured in our blog, which is really cool. And Emily, how do you do that? You go to the hub?
Yeah, and Ashley should be posted in the comments right now.
Brilliant. Ashley will pop a little post in the comments to tell you just how to do that. Please do that. We would like to see your makes. Win It Weekly. Can you roll that Win It Weekly VT? Emily, it's all going wrong. Tricked you, Emily. Tricked you. What we want to know, Win It Weekly competition, guys. We do it every week, and we launched it yesterday, our Win It Weekly. It is to win this. It disappeared yesterday afternoon, but we found it again.
Oh, really?
A Magical Christmas Luxury Topper Collection. So there are 8 topper sets in here with our lovely Twilight Kingdom artwork. Christmas festive effect as well, which is really pretty. I don't know if we can take a little close-up of that. Guys, this is what you could be winning this week. What we want you to do is answer this question. Like, share and comment this video if you will. Which product, is part of the For the Love Of range? Is it A, Sheila's Pies, B, Emily's Stamps, or C, Daniel's Dies? Which is it? Pies, Stamps, or Dies? Pop your answer into the comments. We're going to pick 5 winners on Friday in our Thankcraft It's Friday show, 10 o'clock. Very excited about that. That's good. Now for the big reveal, our Super Saver products this week. Month. The level of professionalism in this studio abounds. It really does.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does. Shall we take a look at product numero uno, Diamond Sparkles Gemstones. Okay, so we're talking core here, guys. We are talking gemstones, and how many gemstones? 9 packs. Each pack has 120 individual self-adhesive gemstones. Let's take a look at the colours. So we've got this gorgeous purple, and you can see there's 3 different shades of purple across there as well, which is lovely. Okay, so you've got the 5mm gemstones, you've got the 3mm gemstones, and I think I could be wrong. Shall I read it properly? There we go. 3mm, 5mm, and 7mm gemstones, 120. You don't just get that sheet for $11.99, you also get this sheet. There are 4 different colours actually. You also get this sheet, the greens, beautiful. You get, I think that's lovely.
Oh, these are my favourites, the sepia.
Sepia is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at those. Every single one of these is individually self-adhesive, guys. So it's not that they're on a strip.
Nope.
We do have the ones on a strip, which are called Gemstone Rolls, that are brilliant. So you can go around corners and things with those, but these are the ones that you use to embellish your cards. 3 is the magic number, 3 in the corner. Imagine how many cards you are going to embellish with these. Look at the lovely shades of pink. And we've got, gold and silver. That's, as you can see, proper gold and silver. So they are sort of a more solid rather than opaque finish, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Very, very useful, and will match obviously with the foils that we use as well beautifully. Oh, monochrome. Monochrome, different shades of blacks and crystal in there. Okay, this is called, the technical name is AB. I don't know why. But you can see these are, the light just bounces off these, so there's sort of a rainbow effect. Very, very, very pretty. And finally...
You do know, don't you, why it's AB?
Oh no, I don't know, tell me.
You must do. Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
Of course you know.
Oh,
Did we
Sheila.
have a blank moment there?
It's like a light bulb moment.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd never really twigged.
Yeah.
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, because it's just got all those colours in it.
I have a friend called Stacey. Stacey is the lady who does our For the Love of Stamps, and she does a lot of our die cut, our moonstone as well. And she went to see the Aurora Borealis in Iceland. You've got to get up very, very early in the morning.
I've seen it as well.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
And in Iceland, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to Iceland about
Tell us, Sheila, tell
4
us.
years ago. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, Iceland as a whole is just, if you don't travel anywhere in this life, try and go to Iceland because it's absolutely stunning. It's like you've arrived on another planet because it's all volcanic. Honestly, the amazing sights you see, we drove for miles from one side to the other just to get to this glacial lake, and if you stand there, the icebergs are breaking off and they just go past you. And it's the most
called carving, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
carving.
the most staggering thing. And then the reason we went there was because before I worked here, I was a freelance demonstrator, I went over to Australia to do some demonstrations and some workshops.
Okay.
While I was there, the Icelandic volcano erupted.
Yes.
You probably remember it was about 2009, I think.
Yes.
So I got stuck in Australia because all flights were grounded due to the ash cloud. So I thought I have to go and see this volcano, and that was my main reason for going. But I think we saw, it was about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, just kept going outside with a blanket wrapped around, it's quite chilly. And then all of a sudden you just saw the green crazy
Oh, it's
patterns.
amazing. And do you get all the colours as well?
We only saw the green because of the time of year, because it was in August, so it's still quite summery there, even though it was chilly at night. But I think if you go, I think the best time to go is between, I don't know, it's October and April. Or April and October. It's one way or the other.
Is it like refracting off particles in the air?
It's absolutely incredible. And it was just green for us, and we got some photographs and stuff. But yeah, it's an incredible thing.
Love it.
Try and do it if you can.
Amazing. Okay, guys, if you can, that's what you come here for. It's the travel advice with Sheila, which is what we're doing. That's our spin-off show.
No, but it's weird how you can go off-piste, isn't it? When you are talking about Aurora Borealis gemstones.
Okay, so guys, get this Aurora Borealis, and you yourself can relive Sheila's moments
while you craft. Okay, and we've got the Christmas as well. So you've got gold, blue, green, and red. Perfect. So there's 9 different sets here, team. I love that. So 9 different sets. £17.91 is the separate retail price. They're $1.99 each. These they're not. It's $11.99. That's an amazing price. Can I just say as well, Dan, while you're on with those, if you've got our Prism craft markers, the alcohol-based ones, you can colour any of these gems. So if you are running out of black ones, you can colour the silver ones with your black, and depending on what colours you use, you'll still get that kind of faceted glow as well. So they'll still be sparkly, but you can use your pens on those. As long as they're alcohol-based pens or permanent pens, you run out of a colour, you can change the colour on those as well. So try that.
Anne Jackson's just said that she's seen the Northern Lights in Iceland. It was February when she went, so you're right there.
Incredible.
Okay, product number 2. We've got a lot of products to show you today, so we have to fly through them. Now, this is something really quite interesting. Sheila and I were talking about this earlier on.
Oh, wow.
Just looks like a massive card, doesn't it? It is a massive card in a way, but it's a massive, very fancy card. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it so that you can see the effect. I think you just can.
I think we can, yeah.
This is hammered card. It's Zeta hammered card, which is the premier brand in hammered card. Okay, so this isn't just off the shelf stuff. This is proper Zeta hammered. Like same as we like to use Miri card as opposed to mirror card. Okay. In this pack, you've got 25 sheets. This A4, 25 sheets of white and 25 sheets of ivory. Worth $15.98. It should be $7.99 for 25 sheets. It's $7.99 for 50 sheets. I think that's incredible. Now this is perfect for cardstock. Okay, so it's hammered. You get that gorgeous hammered effect, which is perfect for certainly traditional cards. Anything with like cottages and that sort of stuff works beautifully.
Yeah.
You can die cut it, of course, but turning this into card blanks is wonderful. It's fabulous. If you think about 50 sheets here, if you just turn them into A5 cards and just scored them and folded them in half, that's 50 card blanks. If you were to turn them into A6 cards, score them, so you chop them in half, then score them and fold them in half, that's 100 card blanks.
Yeah.
$7.99, that's like 8 pence a card blank. Mental.
Yeah.
We love hammered card.
We do.
You like it, Sheila?
Yes, we were talking about it earlier, weren't we? Because when I first started crafting, hammered card was the thing.
Absolutely.
Obviously, it was, and we've progressed so much since then with different cards and different textures. So hammered card kind of got pushed to the back of the queue a bit, I feel, but it's really nice. When I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, hammered card. If you're someone who does wedding stationery, hammered card is the thing. It's
brilliant,
beautiful.
isn't it?
And the fact you've got white and cream in here as well is great. I'll be getting a couple of packets. As Dan said, if you make A6 cards out of this, or even like a postcard effect for wedding invitations and stuff, this is the product to buy.
It's the bee's knees. And 50 sheets as well.
Yeah.
For that price point is incredible.
Amazing.
Okay, we might actually see you playing around with a bit of hammered card, Sheila.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's uncoated as well, hammered card, guys. So you can add inks to it, or you can, any kind of colouring medium you can add to it. It's really quite lovely. If you haven't tried hammered card, now is the time. £7.99. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let's go to what I would class as my uber-duber deal of the day. It is the complete Prism Shimmer Ink Pad collection. When it says complete, it is complete. It's every single colour in the Prism Ink Pad Shimmer range. How very, very lovely. So we've got 36 colours in here in total, which is brilliant. So individually, these are, I believe, £2.50 each or £2.49 each. So £2.50 each, so that's 90 quid if you were to buy them individually. Don't buy them individually. $39.99, all of them, all 36.
That's mad.
Isn't that great?
That's mad.
Do you love that? What I love is that all of these have been individually blue tacked onto here by Emily so that they don't fall off. You can move that down and they won't fall off. I was like that. They will. No, they haven't.
No, they're not.
Isn't she a good egg?
She's a great producer.
Blue tack for the win. Or I do believe this is white tack. It's white tack. What happened? I don't know. Okay, let me show you very quickly one of these Shimmer Ink Pads. I'll show you one of these at the front. So they're quite ergonomic to hold and to take the lid off, nice and easy. The lid is semi-transparent so that you can see the colour through, so that you have an idea. You have the colour name on the front, this is Dusky Rose. You also have the colour name on the back, so if you've taken your lids off and you've got a few out and you don't know which goes on which, you don't want to mix them up, that's how you don't. It's got the colour name on the back as well as the front. Okay. Lovely shimmer effect to these, just a tiny bit of shimmer. It's not crazy, it's not out there. They're not glitter ink pads, no. Just gentle shimmer ink pads. Beautiful to hold, lovely. You can wipe them, put them straight onto cardstock, no problem. You can stamp things up with them, absolutely beautiful. 36 of these, £39.99. That makes them just over a quid a pad.
I know, that's crazy.
Fabuloso. Sheila.
Yes.
Would you like to show us what you do what do you like to do in your spare time when you're alone at home with your ink pads? What do you get up to?
Okay.
Show us, Sheila.
So, well, I do all sorts with all my crafting stuff. I went in my room last night, but I didn't actually do anything. I just sat and looked at how tidy it was, and then I came out and had my tea. So maybe tonight.
Of course, you've been tidying.
I've been tidying it, and I did actually tell a lie. I actually got my little labelling machine out, and I labelled some of my drawers. So,
that's lovely, isn't it?
So that's good. That's exciting. So what I thought I would do with the hammered card, just to show you how nice it looks when you've made it into a card blank. Simplest thing to do is obviously score it, and I'm scoring it at 5 7/8 of an inch. And then I am going to just press along gently. Now, do remember, this is hammered card. This is not... Do we know the weight of this, Dan?
Would you believe someone's just asked us this? And
really?
Just before we were coming on show, my last job, aside from going for a tinkle, which I forgot to do, so if you start seeing me doing this partway through the show, then that might be why. Okay.
Okay.
Was to nip out and see my friend Paul, who is our warehouse guardian.
Yes.
We need a guardian in the warehouse because, you know, there's some light finger people around here, Sheila, who go out with all sorts in their handbags. Yeah, so I was meant to go out and see our guardian, Paul, and say, Paul, what GSM is this cardstock? And I failed.
Okay.
So, would you believe I'm in the process of writing? Can you ask Paul to and I was going to give it to Sam.
260.
Oh.
260, okay. There you go.
And I've ruined a piece of
You've
hammered
ruined a
card.
piece.
I'm very sorry.
Oh.
Back to you, Sheila.
Okay, so what we're going to do then, obviously, bear in mind when you're scoring it, this is not adorable scoreable. So don't go like, you know, crazily scoring 2 or 3 times. You just need 1 score or 2 light scores, just to make sure you keep that lovely, nice scored edge there.
The good news is that it is a dyed to the core cardstock, so
yes.
You're not going to get on that ivory. You're not going to get the any white shining through, if that makes sense. So don't worry about that.
That's great. That's what we want. And also, bear in mind as well, if you are die cutting it, when you put your tape on, just be careful when you're taking it off, because again, it's a bit like Matte-tastic, where it's got that matte finish. So what I'm going to do, and just get the end of the tape, I'm going to make a card blank from it. Now you can do, just like I've done there, you can score it and you can actually just use it as an A5 card blank like that. But what I want to do is I want to make like a square shaped card blank. So I'm going to cut, we're using our largest of our scalloped and straight edge nesting dies. I'm going to use the largest square one, which I think is just less than 6 by 6 thereabouts. So let's pop this through the machine.
We've had a message from Debbie Seeley, who says, is there ever an offer on the large paper trimmer, please? Debbie, I tell you what we'll do, it's too late for this month's Super Savers. I will add it to next month's Super Savers for you. Okay, Emily, will you be an absolute angel and remind me?
Yeah.
You star. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll do that for you, no problem.
Perfect. Okay, so now I've cut it out, what I'm going to do is gently peel away the tape. So I'm going to do that first, and then we'll just pull the tape off very slowly. You can, if you want to, of course, you can put the tape onto your trousers just to move a little bit of the sticky. But again, just take your time peeling it off. There we go, that's that piece. And then we can grab that off there. And of course, depending on which machine you use, some machines compress more than others. So the Gemini loves to put extra pressure on our tape. So I'm just giving you a few tips there, just depending on what machine you have. So now we've got our lovely square card blank. And again, this is where, if you're making wedding stationery, this is perfect.
It's ever so clever that, Sheila, just hanging that over the side so that you turn it into a card blank.
Yeah, definitely.
Just shows how versatile those nesting dies are.
Absolutely, and you can do this with any nesting dies. If you've got something like a heart, obviously your heart is going to hang over the edge, so you're not going to get a complete heart shape, but you can then fold that in half, cut out a separate heart, stick it on and make a nice heart-shaped easel card. So there are ways around it. So what I thought we'd do now is take another piece of the white hammered, and I'm going to use some of the Shimmer Inks. Now we tried this morning, and dependent on what colour you use, it can be hit and miss, and of course how much pressure you put on. It can be hit and miss as to how it looks and how you want it. Remember, it's hammered, so it's textured. If we put some of the Dusky Rose shimmer on there, So my idea is to just make a subtle couple of squares. I don't want it to be kind of crazy coloured, but what I want to do, we put the purple along there, you can see how nice that is. Okay, and then we're going to put some of the blackcurrant jam on as well.
Blackcurrant jam.
I could just eat a bit.
Do you like jam, Sheila?
I love jam. I love jam. If there's not a jar of jam in my fridge, I kind of get withdrawal symptoms. I get a bit worked up. So yeah, I love jam on a nice hot croissant.
Do you like a preserve? Are you partial to a preserve, Emily?
A lemon curd.
A lemon curd.
Yeah. I was going to say lemon curd.
Very good.
is
My
one
granny
of
used to
them.
make jam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. My grandma did actually, and well, no, she used to make marmalade. And in the school holidays, she'd say, "Can one of the girls," because she lived directly opposite us, "Can one of the girls come across and make some, help me make some marmalade?" My mum used to say, "Who did it last time?"
Yeah, because everyone wanted to do it.
Oh my goodness, what a tedious job that was, because she had.
Right, didn't want to do it.
I didn't want to do it because I don't like marmalade and I don't like oranges. So, and she used to make me take the peel, obviously from the orange, and we used to put that in. But she had a proper like jam making pan, which weighed an absolute ton, and it took two of us to lift it up onto the stove. And then she used to then make me stand at that pan and stir and stir, and she used to say, "You mustn't stop stirring till it's thickened." And I can hear her now going, "Is it thickening? Is it thickening?" And I was like, "No, keep stirring." And I must have stood at that hob for like an hour and a half.
With a very achy arm.
Oh my goodness, I was probably only about 10 or 11 at the time. Honestly, it was not my favourite thing to do, but we did it. And then in true like crafting style, she used to have circles cut from greaseproof paper, just the same size as the jar. That would go on top of the jam while it was still hot, and then she would put a little piece of fabric round on top as well.
Oh yes, yes.
You know, to make it like
Absolutely.
proper homemade jam.
Oh, lovely.
Crazy,
How
crazy,
lovely.
crazy, yeah.
Super. We have had a question from Lana Elliott. Do you have stamp platforms? Yes, we do. We have a wonderful stamp platform available on our website. If you go to, at the top, is it Craft Tools, Emily?
Yeah.
And the code will be PCT something. I'm sure Emily will be able to tell me in a second. But we do believe it is the best stamping platform on the market. It's brilliant. It's not one with a hinge. It uses magnets, so it goes straight up and straight down. So you don't get that sort of squidge as it shuts like that you can get with a hinge, or indeed the sort of rocky bit that you can get with a hinge where it doesn't go down perfectly again. It's a straight up and straight down one with magnets. Very, very clever.
That's very clever.
$29.99, code PCT
34.
34.
All right. Okay, so what I've done now, I'm going to cut two at once here just to save time. I've got a pink one, which I've done with a straight edge die. I've got a purple one, which I've done, or I will do in a minute, with the purple ink. And then we're going to do a plain one. Then we're going to add some gems. So it's just going to be a really simple card, but just to show you how you can put, if you want to create that kind of distress effect, you can do that by adding your Shimmer Inks to your hammered card. Okay, so let's pop this one out, and we can add a little bit of ink to this one.
Lynn Gibbs is on jam sandwiches. That's what she likes.
Oh, yeah.
Shireen Broadhurst, her mum used to make Victoria plum jam when they had a plum tree.
Oh, remember.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
How nice.
Yeah, so Anne Dickinson's had jam on toast and coffee for breakfast, and why not?
Nice.
Lovely, lovely. Debbie Seeley's peanut butter.
Cheeky.
Kathleen says, good morning all from a very sunny Rossendale. That's not too far from us.
It's not, is it?
She's a northern lass, and it's lovely up towards Rossendale.
It's beautiful, isn't
good
it?
climbing for the cycling as well. I like going
Of
to
course,
Rossendale.
yes, it's
very
quite,
nice.
Quite hilly, isn't it, up there? And very, very picturesque. Very,
Very
very
true.
nice.
Raspberry Bissett, raspberry jam and pancakes, all homemade.
Oh,
how lovely.
Naughty,
Oh, I'm getting
naughty,
hungry.
naughty.
Lisa Sachs on YouTube says fig preserve.
Fig preserve.
Really?
That sounds good
Nice.
as well.
It
That does
does.
sound good.
Also,
Okay, yeah.
Question on YouTube.
Go on.
Joyce Griffith is just asking about the Prism Shimmer Ink Pads, and she's asked if they're anything like the pearlescent powder, the shimmer powder?
No, not really.
No.
It's a very, very different medium. Very different. So the pearlescent ink pads, there's just a tiny little bit of shimmer in there. It's really gentle. The mica powders or the pearlescent powders, they are like pow! Crazy with and metallic, if you will. There's a little bit of pearlescent in this as opposed to really quite strong mica metallic. When using the mica powders, you need some kind of fixative as well afterwards. So a bit of hairspray or something like that is perfect to fix it, or else you can get it on your fingers.
Yeah, and I think the cheaper the hairspray, the better, because the more expensive the hairspray is, the more oil it has in it, and then that can cause a little bit of havoc in that it doesn't set, whatever you're using.
Well,
so
I didn't know that. Well done, Sheila.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to go to our gems now that we've got on offer. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to grab my pocket tool, and we're just going to do a little heart in our gems. So we're going to start with, and we're going to do a bit of a mix. Now, I've never actually made a heart from the gemstones, not without a template anyway. So let's just give it a little bit of a try. So we're going to use 3 big ones first, just to get that kind of heart shape going there. So that will be the bit that dips in the middle, and then we're going to add, let's go with smaller ones I think. We will add some of the smaller ones to bring it round, and I think the best way to do it is to kind of go round like this. So let's grab another couple of these. If it doesn't look like a heart or doesn't start to, please tell me. It might end up being like a butterfly.
Margaret Samuel says, can you use anything other than hairspray? Because she's allergic to hairspray.
Oh, really?
That's interesting. So any kind of fixative?
You can get a fixative spray, but again, I guess that may, cause problems with your allergies.
It's tricky if someone's allergic, because it'd be too dangerous for us to advise something and then get it wrong.
Say that. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. I'd have to kind of have a look into that. There must be something out there that doesn't kind of cause, problems. You would think so, wouldn't you?
Carol Rooney said, would hairspray work with the sparkle pens from another craft company? Sparkle pens, probably Spectrum Noir, our buddies over at Crafters Companion.
Yeah.
Very good friends of ours, and probably they would as well. Yeah. So I don't know if the sparkle pens are not fixing quite right. I'm not sure. It depends on, some things are designed to require some element of fixative afterwards, and some are designed to not.
Yeah.
It depends. You can't always get the look that you want if you have the fixative within it. It's a really tricky process. Caroline Blair Garrett is sitting watching Hunky Dory after hurting her back yesterday in the garden.
Oh no.
Caroline, get well soon, and lots of love from us.
Definitely. Oh, it's so easy done, isn't it, when you go out in the garden and you start digging and you start doing all the things you want to do, and then you're like, oh my goodness, I'm injured.
It's often making movements that you don't make all the time,
isn't
it?
That's true, yeah.
Last week I couldn't walk.
Yes, but that was because you've been at the gym.
Yeah, you're a crazy person.
Emily's 5 days at the gym doing squat thrusts. I don't know what a squat thrust is.
Well, I can imagine, but I think if I did one, I wouldn't get up from it. So.
Me neither, Sheila. Very true.
I'm past squat thrusts, I'm afraid.
I'm well past squat thrusts.
I know, if I squat, I'm stuck, man.
all squat and no thrust, that's me. Too far?
Hey, look at that heart!
Isn't that lovely,
I'm pleased
Sheila?
With that heart.
Well done.
And just to finish that off, I am going to put a purple gemstone in the corner. Let's do it here. This is just really quick card, just doing some kind of techniquey bits and just showing you, and I like to try. I like the challenge of trying to make something from the products that Dan has just introduced to us. So obviously we've managed to do all 3 there.
That's very good.
So again, it's quite simple, but it just goes to show what you can do. If you are limited to what you have, even if you only buy these 3 things today, you can still make yourself
just with those
a card. Yeah, definitely can. Yeah.
Well done, Sheila. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on both YouTube and Facebook. We do stream to YouTube as well now. Karen Brailsford has asked, What's the hairspray for? Missed that. Karen, the hairspray is what we use to try and tame Sheila's hair before we go live on air. We have 3 or 4 cans. She has 3 or 4 people around her, social distance, of course. Spray it, 3 or 4 cans we go through each time, get it just tamed enough for her to fit it on screen.
Listen, we're laughing, but in the morning it is double the size it is now. It really is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I cannot explain how jealous I am of your hair. It's so... Anyway, I'd love that Brian May look. Oh,
yeah, I do.
fabulous.
Do you know, I think that every morning. I said, you know, I look more like Brian May every day.
Guys, let's take a look at another Super Saver product. Okay, so next product. I can't believe the price on this. I think it's crazy. It is our Prism World of Crafting Handbook 2 alongside our Prism watercolour pencils. There we go. So our watercolour pencils and handbook bundle. You get in this. It should be $34.98 for the 2. £22.99
Really?
this week for Super Savers. Yeah, Super Savers only last 5 days, maybe a week, if we're very, very lucky. This is the bundle that has both of these 2 products in. First off, let me show you how stylish your wrap is. This is lovely. Okay, so we can unroll this. It has this that goes all the way around to keep it nice and safe. As we unroll it, you'll see the lovely hunky-dory sign there. You've got this beautiful polka dot, which is the famous polka dot that is used for the dresses that the ladies wear. I shall turn this around, see if we can fit it all on. You get this wonderful roll of watercolour pencils. Look at the colours in there. We lift that over because this is what helps to stop all of the, if I can hold it right, the colours from rubbing against each other and so on. We lift that back and there you can see these gorgeous colours. They're all in their own individual little cubby holes. There we go.
Cute.
You have a massive, is it 48? It's 48 pencils. Watercolour pencils. So these aren't just normal colouring pencils, they are watercolour pencils. At the end you have this little zip pocket which you can put your water brush in, your pencil sharpener in, should you choose. And you have all 48 of these stunning colours, and you can see there's a rainbow of colours there. Beautiful. Now we don't just want to give you watercolour pencils and then leave you on your own, because that's not the way we do it here. What we do is we give you a 48-page, there's a page for every pencil, a 48-page crafting handbook here. It's the second in our volume of crafting handbooks, second volume in our crafting handbooks. There's one for the adorable scoreboard, there's one for our Prism Ink Pads. I think there's 2 for the Prism Ink Pads actually. There's one for, is Glimmer Miss have got one?
Yes.
There's quite a few, and they're really, really good. They're educational. I'll show you very quickly what you get in here. The artwork's beautiful in here. The team do such a lovely, lovely job. Introductions, you have contents. Right, there's your colour guide. So those are all your pencils, your pencil names. So you can keep them in that order. How to care for your pencils is in here, keeping them dry until obviously don't drop them. I mean, I don't know if that needed to be in there. But anyway, sharpening alternatives, different ways to sharpen your pencils, and what effect you get from sharpening them in different ways. There's the colour wheel. So this is about matching, this is about complementary colours and what's going to work well together. I'm not going to show you everything in here, but there's loads of those. Preparing paper, what kind of paper you can use, different types of shading and projects, and here we go, creating gradients, adding water, masking edges, different, if you do 1 direction, 2 directions or 3 directions, and what you get. There's so much collateral or information in here. It's absolutely brilliant. Loads and loads and loads. Really well written as well. I like this. Wendy did this for us. Okay, and there's your hairspray again, fixing things. Okay, but you've also got projects in here done by our crack team of card makers here at Hunky Dory. So look at these lovely projects that you can follow using things, Hunky Dory products that you may have at home or indeed are available on our website. Isn't that beautiful?
That's amazing, isn't it? And it's die cut as well, isn't it?
Lovely, lovely, lovely. And there's so much you can do with these. Using it with parchment.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice. Thank you. So that's using splatter technique. All the techniques are in here. There's loads and loads of techniques. So, with craft cards, so much more than you can possibly imagine. Look at all those gorgeous cards. $22.99, that is a deal, a fantastic deal, and you get all 48 pencils and you get that crafting handbook as well. Really love that. I think, are you going to play with those later, Sheila?
I'm going to play with those shortly, yeah. I
will play with those.
Because I'm going to show the 8x8 mats.
You were meant to show that 8x8 back before I did this. I just got overexcited, didn't I?
Yeah, and I probably just got a little bit laid back.
Sorry,
and was
Sheila.
trying to make some space for my next demo, so...
Go, Sheila.
So we wanted to show you our fabulous 8x8 mat. Now look at the price of that today. It should be $7.99. It's $4.79. This is the perfect addition. If you are limited on space, this is a great little mat. I have all 3 of our mats and I use them all for different purposes. The good thing is you've got inch measurements on one side, you've got centimetres on the other. You've also got card sizes as well on here. And you'll see you've got a dotted line running down the centre of both sides. So it means you can centre up your cards and your projects. You'll also see you've got the centre point mat with the diagonal lines as well. It's self-healing, so if you slice into it, whether you're fussy cutting from papers and cardstock with your craft knife, it's got this magic ingredient, we don't know what it is, that just makes the rubber kind of join back together, and it's incredible. It really is magic. It's fabulous. The other perfect thing about it is if you are limited to space and you have our small adorable scoreboard, this mat will slide into the inches side just like our large 12x12 mat does. So it slides in there. It's great. There's something really lovely about sliding that into there and then knowing you can use that on your knee. So again, you can start gluing and, you know, you're making boxes and you've just scored them on your scoreboard, slip the mat in, you can put your box together and then...
It's just being able to, with that cutting knife as well, and knowing that you're not going to damage your scoreboard.
Exactly,
it's absolutely brilliant.
It's a fabulous little mat, and again, this is a great stocking filler, and at that price today, for the next few days, $4.79, it's an absolute steal. And it's purple, it's white, it's got the logo on the bottom. What more do you want from a little mat? So that is the mat. Then we are going to show you one of our other favourite products here at Hunky Dory, which is our fabulous storage case. Now, these are amazing. You get inside of here 6 of the boxes. You will see I have inks in my boxes. So I've got my inks in here. You'll see I've also got my gems in here. Let's show you the gems. The gems fit, your stamps fit in here, your pens fit in here, your foam pads fit in these boxes, and you've just got the little clip lid at the front that pops up. It's up to you. You can actually stand it on your desk if you want to, like that, and use the boxes. They just slide in and out. Again, they've got a little clasp on too, so you can open them. You can store all sorts in here. I have my glitters in here. I have my mica powders. I also have taken the boxes out of mine, and let me show you what I store in mine.
It's a great price, that, Sheila.
It's an amazing price.
And I know they can be quite a pain to send out as well, so that's an amazing price. Oh, look at that.
Definitely. Now, I've got all my Hunky Dory craft markers in here. Take the boxes out, use the boxes for my glitters and things, and I store my markers in here. So the beautiful thing is, well, you can see the colours. So if you're fishing for a colour, you can see the number, or you can just grab it. The good thing is as well, they're laid flat because they're double-ended pens. They need to be stored flat. But if you want a pen that's from further down, you can just put them in here like this. While you grab the ones.
You've got access. That's good. That's very good.
And it's just perfect. And I don't think we actually ever planned that. I know that we planned for them to fit in the 6 individual boxes.
They fit in the individual ones, don't they? So.
Yeah, they definitely do. So you know what? Really, really worthwhile box to have. And you might be a nail technician. You might be someone that does cross stitch or miniature things. So again, this is a perfect kit for you, not just for card makers. So do bear that in mind. Again, under a tenner, another perfect little Christmas gift.
£9.99 is fantastic.
Absolutely, yes, really definitely. So now I think we're gonna show you a few little techniquey things with our watercolour pencils. Now I have got my water brushes as well here because there's lots of different techniques. If you've not got these and you want to buy them, I would seriously say get the handbook as well, because there are some great ideas in there, there's some lovely projects, and there's lots of different ways of using the pencils, not just as a pencil. Now what I've done a quick shimmy around the warehouse, and I've grabbed some, I've got some, this is a piece of our Mactastic card. I just wanted to show you that you can actually use your coloured pencils on our Matte-tastic cardstock. This is adorable scorable, but it's Matte-tastic. So again, I'm just going to do a few quickie things and show you one or two things that you might not already know or that aren't in the handbook. If I grab my, let me grab my larger water brush here. So this is adding some water to it. Okay, and you can see how much the colour will spread out. I'm using the tiniest amount of water. I've not squozed my water brush yet. If I squeeze it...
Squoze. Love it.
Is that not a word?
I don't know if it is. I like it.
It is now.
It is now. Guys, the water brushes are currently out of stock. We will be getting water brushes back in, but that triple pack of water brushes is out of stock. We do apologise.
But you know what as well? You can do this with a regular paintbrush. So, but look how, look how thin a line you can get at the top there just by blending that colour. You can get some real definition. That is on Matte-tastic. Right, if I show you, we do stamping card as well. So we have ivory stamping card, which again, the colours work beautifully on here. I'm going to get that same pencil again, just for now, and I'm going to do some colouring on here. Now this time, I'm really laying on the colour very thick, so that we get a deeper shade. And this time, I'm going around in circular motion. So when I show you this in comparison to the one we've just coloured in, you'll see the difference in the thickness and the kind of pigment on here. So you can see that's the same pencil. Again, those are different effects you can get depending on how much you put on there. The other, one of my favourite things about watercolour pencils is, let's get a piece of the black. We have black stamping card.
Oh, lovely.
So we can use our white pencil on here. Look how well it shows up on there.
Isn't that super?
It's amazing. So
we've got a few comments here, Sheila.
Okay.
Soph Louise Green is a first-time viewer. Hello to Soph. Thank you very much for being with us. Shelley Alden says those boxes, if you take the boxes out and have the big one, they fit square little books perfectly.
Yes, they do.
Which is super.
Yes, they do.
Lynn Parry paid more than $9.99 for a bunch of food boxes in Sainsbury's, so it is a great deal on those boxes. $9.99.
It is a great deal.
It's super, isn't
it is a great deal.
Lots of people taking up knitting and crochet as well, which is great. Perfect for this time of year, I think, that as well, isn't it?
Definitely, definitely. You'd be surprised what kind of crafts you can actually, use these boxes for. Now you can see I added a little bit of water there, and it went kind of slightly darker, but it's coming back up now as it's drying. It's coming back white, just like we've coloured here. But we can also use it. We can also use the white on our, just checking I've got the right size, on your craft card.
Oh wow!
So again, I just want to show you some of the effects on different cardstocks and how you can use these pencils as just a plain pencil or as a watercolour pencil. Now the other thing you absolutely have to have, we have our pads
super,
of watercolour cardstock here, 280 GSM. Then we also have our premium watercolour, and we have these in A5 and A6 sizes, as you'll see here. And this premium one is 300 GSM, so it's only 20 GSM more, but the difference is amazing. If I take, let's get a blue pencil.
And these are available on the website, guys. They are in stock and are available on the website.
They are, yeah. So I'm just going to show you what happens when you colour on to the watercolour cardstock, because you get a different effect. Okay, let's do as well. Let's say, for instance, if I were to draw, and this is not great, because I just want to show you that how you can drag the colour in. Let me just move that little bit of pencil there. Okay, so first of all, can you see the difference there now, and how far you can take that colour on watercolour card, and how if you were doing sky, look how far it's going. I'm actually going to go off the page here. How you can actually become more of a watercolour artist than you can with just the regular cardstock.
Absolutely. It's because it's a certain type of card that absorbs the water in a certain way, doesn't it? So it doesn't buckle as much. It's a thicker card, but it's very clever.
Definitely. Now you can, obviously this colour here is just coming from the outline of the flower that I've just drawn. But while that's still wet, you can add some more colour as well. So you can actually bring in more colour from the centre like that, and it will blend. And it feels so lovely, that. It feels so nice going onto the wet cardstock. And then when that's, again, once that's dry, we can put a middle in there, but then you can still, again, pull out the colour from there. It's really clever, the effects you can create with the pencils. Now, the other thing you can do as well, if you want to, you can actually wet your paper and you can colour onto there too.
And then it'll become much darker, much stronger,
yes,
won't it?
And look how much softer it is. It's almost like when you're looking at something that's a little bit blurred. So you can create a different effect by doing that. Now you'll get the same effect, but it will be slightly better on here because this is premium watercolour cardstock. So this is a heavier weight. So if we, again, colour onto there with the same.
And there's a myriad of techniques in this book, isn't there?
There's loads. All I'm doing at the minute is just colouring and adding water, just to show you the effects you can get on different cardstock. But look at that, the depth of the colour on there to get that really deep line at the top from that light blue pencil. It's a light blue pencil, but look how dark that's gone.
Lovely,
on
isn't
that
it?
watercolour cardstock.
And you can move that around any way that you want with the watercolor pen.
You can go back into it with a water brush. Now, another little thing that I'm going to show you here, which I have done before, is I have taken one of our water bottles, I've sharpened my pencil into it, and I've added a bit of water. So I've then created a spritz. Now, if I do that, if I show you how to do that, and let's just get my knife, my craft knife, and let's go with some greens. So all we're going to do, now I've got quite a bit of water in here, so the more water you have, the more, the lighter your colour will be. But if we start to add a little bit of green into the bottle.
These spray bottles are available on our website. It's in our Premier Craft Tools section.
It is,
yeah. You can see the colours just starting to change there. Yeah,
so if you wanted a spritzer, a spritzing ink, obviously this is going to dry like a matte. It's not going to be like our glimmer mists that have got that mica and that pearlescent effect in. But if you wanted to create your own colour, you can do that. You can go, right, I've put some green in there, and it doesn't harm your pencil sharpening it with a knife. And then if I add some of this like cerise pink, you can create your own colours. I have no idea what colour this is going to be.
It's maroony, do you think?
Do you reckon?
Maybe.
No, yeah, maybe, or maybe
It's
like
sort
a
of
browny colour.
Red and a green, or
Yeah.
does red and green make brown?
I don't know. Let's add a bit of, let's go mad. Let's add a bit of orange, like tangerine, into here as well. And just be careful with your knife, obviously. Always sharpen it away from you, not towards you. And then we're going to give this a little shake, and then we're going to give it a spritz and see what happens. And it might be quite pale because I've got quite a bit of water in here.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of green in here as well. I've got more green than the other colours. So obviously you can try and spritz it and see what happens, and then you can add to it. So let's give it a little spritz on here and see if you can see it. It's very pale, but it's definitely green. You probably can't see it very well on there. It's definitely green. Do it with less water. Like this one I've got here now. I've got purple in here.
Ah, there you go.
So you can see, and the nearer you get, and you can mix your colours like that, and you can heat it up then to dry it, and then you can use it as a background. The other thing we can do at that moment now, while it's wet, let's grab a different pink. Let's grab this pink here. While that is wet.
Oh, this is brilliant. I love this.
Let's add a few colours onto here. And just give it a minute, and you'll see the more wet cardstock you have, more colour will show. So let's grab some, let's get a dark blue on here. A bit of dark blue. So again, you can create some really crazy backgrounds. It's very therapeutic. My sister got some watercolour pencils a couple of weeks ago. I bought them for her birthday actually. So she's been colouring with them, and she said, "What techniques can I do?" I was like, "Right, hang on."
This is one of my favourites. There's no doubt about it.
I know, it's amazing. I'm going to buy you the watercolour handbook from work. I said it's got so many techniques in. You're going to love it. She's like, "Tell me some now. Tell me some now." So I told her this.
She's
one.
like me.
Because you can do it the other way around. You can actually put your colours onto your mat, spritz water onto your mat, and then put your card on top. And you'll get different effects. But this is like, if you were making, if you were using a cupcake stamp and you wanted to do the sprinkles on top, or something with like a trifle on of someone who's baking or something, you can create this. That's just like hundreds and thousands of sprinkles.
Confetti, it's like an explosion of champagne.
Definitely.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Definitely.
Sheila, love that. £22.99, guys. That's your watercolour pencils and handbook bundle. So you get both of those together. 48 pencils and a 48-page book all together for £22.99. I think that's fantastic. Shall we, Emily, take a look and review some of the products that we've seen today, and just do a quick catch-up for those who've joined us since?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the first product we looked at today was our Diamond Sparkles Gemstones, with 9 packs of Diamond Sparkles in there, 120 gemstones on each sheet. That's both 3, 5 and the 7 millimetre gemstones on there. So you've got 3 sizes in there to play with. $11.99, great price point. Had the Christmas ones in there, it's got loads of different colours. Then we looked at our hammered cards. So 25 sheets of ivory and 25 sheets of white of Zeta hammered card. Should be $15.98. It's not, it's half price, £7.99. Fabulous, fabulous price point. Okay, Shimmer Inks, guys. Our Prism Shimmer Ink collection, the complete collection of all 36 shimmer shades. As it says, they're less than half the separate retail price. £90 if you buy each of these individually. Don't do it. £39.99 for all 36. It's just over £1 an ink pad. Absolutely brilliant, ergonomic, lovely to use. A little bit of pearlescent in them just makes them slightly different, which is beautiful. Okay, our double-sided cutting mat, £4.79. It's the 8x8 version. Works perfectly with that adorable scoreboard. Fits lovely. Both centimetres and inches on there. Double-sided cutting mat, of course. £4.79, brilliant. Premier Craft Tools storage case. 6 high-quality boxes inside it, each of those with that clip closed lid. It should be £14.99. It's not. It's £9.99. Bargain of bargains. Next product, we showed you our, as we said, our watercolour pencils and handbook bundle, £22.99. Sheila,
yes.
Do you have something for us in a Moonstone style-y?
I do indeed. I have some fabulous dies here. So we have 6 different dies here. These are our fabulous Moonstone dies. And these, look at the price. Oh my goodness. See, it makes me want to buy these. I have got them in my box because I was using them to make things with. But it just, when they're that price, I just think, you know what, I should just go and get some more. Because again, they're great stocking fillers. But look at these. When you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. $4.99 each. If I turn it round, you'll be able to see it's quite a good sized die to put on your cards. And again, you can use this for lots and lots of different occasions. We have a little bit older, a lot more fabulous. Again, another lovely chunky die, and you can cut into these. So if you don't want the stars on there, you can snip those off. We have All We Need Is Each Other. I love this because it's straight to the point and it's nice and chunky. And then we have Life Was Meant for Good Friends and Great Adventures. So again, you can use that for a friend card. You can use it for someone who's maybe going travelling or is going, you know, leaping into a new job, something like that. Then we have You Are Every Nice Word I Can Think Of. That's one of my favourites. I think it's just...
That's lovely, isn't it?
It's really, really lovely. It's totally different, and it's just what more do you need to say. And then the last one, Have the Time of Your Life. Again, another lovely one that you can snip into as well. So if you just want the word, you might just want the word time, or, you know, you might just want life on there to put, you know, in a scrapbooking page or in a journal or something like that. And with these dies, because they're chunky, you can snip into them. So you've got 6 to choose from, $4.99 each. Don't let them go at that price.
More half price essential goodies. Fantastic. Are you ready for something rather special and just that little bit shiny? It's really reflective, this. We really are quite excited about this, guys. This is construction weight Miri. Okay, so we all know Miri card. We all know and love Miri card. This is particularly good Miri card, actually, from a shiny perspective. Let's see whether we can... People have been asking to see Emily. Okay, let's see whether I can... There she is. There she is. That is Emily. Emily, that's Emily in the corner. Hi, Em. How you doing? Are you okay?
She's giddy.
Yeah, she's saying hi. That's great. This is construction weight silver Miri. Okay, construction weight means it's heavier than standard Miri. It's about 70, not heavier, sturdier, thicker. It's about 70% thicker than standard Miri. So standard Miri is about 280 to 300 microns. Okay, microns is a measurement of thickness. This is 480. You can see the ceiling there. You can see my ugly mug. As we see, my nose taking over the majority of the sheet as it normally does. Okay, this is fantastic. This is not just construction weight Miri. It's not A4. It is oversize A4. So that is a sheet of A4 of the hammered card. You can see this is about 10% larger. We did that because we've got this in larger sheets, and this is the largest size that we could make out of it. So we decided give you that extra. So it's oversized A4. It's 320 millimeters by 225 millimeters instead of 297 by 210, which is brilliant. Just gives you that little bit of extra for being able to make things. Now, what can you make? 50 sheets, guys, by the way. 50 sheets of oversized A4 silver Miri. $14.99? No, £9.99. And look at the reflection in it. It's beautiful. What's it good for, construction weight Miri? Well, first off, embossing. It's beautiful. It's brilliant for embossing. Look at the emboss on that because it's a laminated board. There's no cracking. Okay, so you're not going to get any sort of cracking at all when you put it through your dies, even with intricate dies. Look at the embossing on that. You still get that gorgeous reflective finish. More embossing here that Sheila just did for us. Look at that at the top. Gives it a really nice crackled effect, doesn't it?
It's lovely.
Because it's slightly thicker than normal Miri, about 70% thicker, as I said, you get these gorgeous, thicker embellishments and more substantial embellishments that you can do, which is really nice. Again, with that incredible reflective finish, and then something else. Boxes. Look at that, and the die cut here on top. But that's beautiful. Sheila, you made this for us, didn't you?
I did, yes, and I just did that edge as well around it, that border and the one on top, just by using the scoreboard. I thought, let's see how it scores. It's definitely heavier weight than your regular Miri, so as usual we advise that when you're scoring it, you score it with the Miri side down and score along the back. You might find you have to score it a little bit harder, but once you get a sheet and you just play with it, you will see. But that's an amazing deal for that,
isn't it? I just want to add the gallery music to this. So dun 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 dun.
Don't give up your day job.
Isn't it lovely, guys? Isn't that fantastic? So, the sort of thing you can do with this construction weight Miri, make your boxes, sturdy embellishments, make card blanks.
Definitely.
You score and fold this. It is really rather. Hey. Should we test
it? It is. I mean, the card with the emboss front on.
Oh, it's wobbly.
It is wobbly, isn't it?
Love it.
But it's definitely, if you grab this, hold up a piece of your regular Miri and hold up a piece of that next to it, and you will feel the difference. It is quite different.
Okay, we love that, Sheila. And are we back to you for a demonstration, or should we look at the low-tack tape stack next?
Yeah, look at the other things if you want to, and then we can do the demo at the end, because I'll probably be using everything.
Sorry to turn my back. I have here a low-tack tape stack. Let's move this to the side and show you this one. Okay, so normally £9.99. This is £6.99. Lots of people asking what Sheila uses
to tack her dies down when she puts them through the die cutting machine. It's low tack tape. We have 5 different sizes in here, going from the really small size 5mm, 1 centimetre there with the hunky dory branding on it, which is lovely, 1.5 I think, or 2 centimetres. Oh, and then they just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Let's see what I can see. Okay, so we've got 4 centimetres, 3 centimetres, 2 centimetres, 1 centimetre, and 0.5 centimetre. There's 10 metres on each roll. So there's 50 metres in total. Let's see if I can get into this, which I can do. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so as we say, you've got 50 metres here, and it's got a low tack. So it's just not as tacky as your sellotape, so it doesn't have that really strong adhesive that sellotape would have, which is more likely to damage your cards. If you want to mask anything off, this is what you use. You can actually use it. Yeah, we've used it on cards before, haven't we?
Yes.
So things like this little scrapbook page that we made actually has the low-tack tape actually used on it. And there's that technique as well that Sheila was using before with the watercolour pencils, it seems, or it's a glimmer mist, that I think, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Isn't that lovely? Okay, so yes, 50. It's just one of your essentials. 50 metres. Instead of paying £9.99, you're paying £6.66. I think that's brilliant, and you get all those different sizes as well, which is fantastic.
$6.99, not $6.66.
Did I say £6.66? £6.99. I'm going to jazz myself up with that there. Okay,
Nice.
and nice. I can make myself a belt actually, purple belt.
You could just do the corners of your shirt collar as well. Imagine that.
Well,
with the
I'll get up to
Do
that
it,
in a minute.
Do it.
Sheila, shall I pass you our wonderful craft pens, and you can regale people with the beauty that is our Premier Craft Tools craft pens?
I love this. I had one of these a long time ago from, it was just a different brand, and every time I took the lid off, it was stuck. It was sealed up, and
yes.
I had to pick the glue off. The beautiful thing about this is that as soon as you take the top off it, and I've not used this since last week, as soon as I squeeze it, it starts to come out. I do have a little bit on there actually. There we go. Look, it just starts to come out. It's amazing. It's really handy. If you have got intricate dies, then it's good for using on that. But you are going to get a bundle of these. You're going to get 6 of these. 6 for £5.97. Oh my goodness, you don't want to see what's going on in this room. Anyway, £5.97 for 6 of these. That's less than £1 each.
It's a bargain.
Just distracting me. It dries clear. It's ergonomic when you squeeze it, so it's comfy in your hand. It's perfect for precise application. I'm going to have to shout because, oh my goodness, you're gonna regret that so much. And you can glue wood, paper, fabric, card, and more with this. 6 of these for £5.97. Let's just go across and see what our managing director has done.
Looking good, feeling great. This is how you rock the low-tack tape, guys. Look at what I've done.
Oh
This
my
is
goodness.
accessorizing. What a look this is.
It's good.
This is my Rambo look
That's going to hurt when you
with
peel it off.
my hot glue gun. Yeah. I wish I'd never done this, and I take it back. Can we delete this from the internet, please? Let's move on to our fabulous foam pad bundle. We've got 16. Oh. There we go. We've got 16. It looks quite nice, that, doesn't it? Actually?
Yeah, it does look good.
16 foam pads, guys. Was £16, £8. It's a lovely variety of foam pads, all the different sizes in here. So you've got the 2mm and the 1mm. You've got strips. You've got the larger ones, which are perfect for doing toppers and so on, aren't they?
Yeah.
You've got all the smaller ones that are ideal for doing your deco large. Can you see the sort of the 2 and 5mm ones there? Oh, big squares. That's beautiful. Large rectangles. Oh, in teeny weeny ones. These are like the miniest ones. I don't know if you can see there, guys. As we say, 1mm and 2mm, and you have the strips as well, the long thin strips. So there is a wonderful deal for you. £8 instead of £16. That's called Foam Bund 2, and it is a corker. Sheila, do we have anything else to show?
While
I try and remove this from my head without...
We have our fabulous, adorable, scorable pattern packs that you mentioned yesterday to everyone.
Let's do it.
So, everyone, you must have these. If you don't buy anything else today, buy these. They are amazing.
So we said yesterday on yesterday's show that we promised that we would bring these back on our Super Savers this week, and we have done. So we have, in our Adorable Scoreable pattern packs, we have six different pattern packs. Each of them have 8 different designs in, and you get 3 sheets of each. Emily, if you can do 3 times 6 times 8 for me, then you are better than I am. 144, is it? Something like that. There's a lot of sheets of cardstock here. Okay, so each of these packs are available individually for £7.99. Or you can get any 3 packs for £20. But we have in our Super Saver offer all 6 packs for £29.99 bargain. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is paper and wood that we're going through. Remember, you get 3 sheets of all of these. Sheila, you used that yesterday for making your owl card.
I did indeed, yeah.
What a hoot we had.
I love this collection. This is matte-tastic as well, so it's really, really nice because you can stamp onto it as well, and you can grunge it up a bit and scuff it. It's delightful.
Can you see that, guys? It's like old school exercise book, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Fabulous.
And the scrunchy wunchy paper, but that is not, it's a flat piece of card.
No, it's like magic.
It is magic, isn't it? 350 GSM, guys, is what we're talking. This beautiful paper and wood. So that's your first one, which is paper and wood. Second, I think it's upside down, I'm not sure. Wow, Midnight Rainbows. This is gorgeous, really, really fancy. Perfect for the time, everyone with rainbows are very in, aren't they, at the moment?
Yes, they are, definitely. And you know, this goes so well with, if you're buying or you've bought the Popper Topper Playtime pad, the things in there go really well with this collection. It's nice and bright, it's fun.
That's lovely.
And you know, a lot of people use cardstock and papers for decorating, like the inside of dolls' houses.
Yes.
They make miniature room sets and everything. These collections are perfect for that as well.
This is the rose gold and black, so you can see a gorgeous sort of marbled effect there. Very, very. That's really nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful. This is regular Adorable Scoreable, isn't it? Just like the Midnight Rainbows is too.
I don't know if that's a Harlequin effect or.
I don't know. I mean, it's very geometric, isn't it? With the, it's not an octagon. It's got 6 sides, isn't it? Pentagon is 5. Hexagon,
so you can see there that this isn't, it's not pearlescent, but it's got a sort of silk finish as Adorable Scoreable.
Yeah.
You know, satiny silk finish, which is really nice.
It's very clever. Lovely. It's almost like we've foiled it, but we've not foiled it. If you know what I mean. So it's got a strange kind of glow to it, where it would have normally been foiled if we'd foiled it.
This is oil and water effect there.
Yeah.
With the rose gold and black, which is really, really pretty.
Fabulous, I love it.
And that's really nice, isn't it? So if you're doing anything to do with horoscopes, or it looks a little bit like stars, like constellations.
Constellations, yeah, or even kind of engineering kind of projects, yeah.
Watercolor Wash.
Oh, delicious.
Very nice. So we've got 8 colours here in this lovely sort of sponge. Matte-tastic again, so because it's uncoated, you can go into that with any of your inks or other colouring mediums. You can stamp onto it as well. The blue there, the lovely yellow. Oh, that's lovely. So that's in between your blue and your green there.
Yeah. It's very spring palette, isn't it? Spring and summer, it's really nice, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see so much, guys. Remember, you get 3 sheets of each of these. Emily did her quick maths, and she got 144 sheets for £29.99, which is an amazing amount of cardstock. Look at the denims. This is your favourite, isn't it, Sheila?
Yeah, this is my favourite, I think. Yeah, I love the denims.
Floral denim. That's beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. It just is so lovely. And again, it's matte-tastic, so you can do some really crazy stuff with this. I just love it.
The polkas on it.
I love the worn effect.
There's the stonewash jeans, Sheila.
Absolutely.
Hey?
Dip those dark blue jeans in a bath full of bleach, and that's what it comes
girls
out
and
like.
boys. Absolutely. And I love that. That's gorgeous.
That's really nice. And I will be using these, you know, on Christmas cards as well. You know, you can create some really stylish things, especially if you're using like blues and icy colours. This would go really well for Christmas.
And then there is the one that I class as the pièce de résistance. This is the Abstract Ombre. Sheila did a beautiful card using this yesterday. Created a beach out of that, which was gorgeous. We've got looks like rainfall, and again it's the sea. Oh, there we go. Sea and sky. Volcano time. Yeah. Beautiful, isn't it?
You see something different every day, don't you?
Oh, don't you just?
You know,
Sunsets.
you can see again, almost like rainy, rainforest.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And certainly the mountains, we know that.
Definitely.
It just looks amazing.
Mountains and desert. And
Yeah, beautiful. And we finish on a sunny beach, lying there with our pina coladas in our hands, Sheila.
We do.
You, me, and Emily still videoing us with us saying, Emily, will you stop videoing us? It's getting a bit strange now. We're on holiday.
We're on holiday. Yeah.
Strange follower. Okay, super savers, guys. Those are your super savers for this month. We hope that you have enjoyed viewing them. We've certainly enjoyed having your company.
Definitely.
Okay, what do we have left to do? Let's remind people of that Win It Weekly. Is that okay?
Yes.
I've got stuff everywhere. I do apologise. Okay, so Win It Weekly competition. What we would like to know, this is to win one of our gorgeous Twilight Kingdom. There are 5 to win Twilight Kingdom collection, worth £19.99. Which product is part of the For the Love Of range? Is it A, pies, B, stamps, or C, dies? Comment on YouTube or indeed on Facebook and let us know. You can also comment on the hub, jump on our website, hunkydorycrafts.co.uk, which is where you can buy all of the wonderful products that we have shown you today. And yeah, let us know. And somebody, or 5 people, are going to be picked out of the hat and are going to win on Friday one of those lovely Twilight Kingdom sets. Okay, let's see what's going on tomorrow. We have our next Facebook Live show. If you love Moonstone Dies, be prepared. Prepare to take off with our live launch tomorrow at 10 a.m. Natalia von Musprat and myself will be here to regale you with our new Moonstone Dies. Nice. We are adding a product to the rollover box. Our Cuddly Friends decoupage book is going to be added. This is a secret, by the way. If you guys ever want to get ahead in the show and know what we're going to add to the rollover box, it's always up here behind me. It is. That's where it's all, yeah, it is. There's no point pretending. You can all see me. Okay, Cuddly Friends, we're going to add that, guys. That goes to the rollover box. The rollover box now has a good 6 products in, I think.
Yeah.
And it is building back up. Somebody won that. 300 quid's worth of goodies last week. If it gets up to that size again, like we said, we will do the same thing and we will give it all away.
Exciting.
TV schedule today, 3 o'clock with the beautiful Natalie and the wonderful, For the Love of Stamps, Secret Garden.
Ooh.
I love them. It's some of my favourite For the Love of Stamps that I've ever seen us do. If you can watch Natalie today at 3 o'clock on Create and Craft, please do. Yeah. It's brilliant. They've got the box mag as well, I think.
Yes.
And she's also back again at 6:45 tonight with the new Moonstone bags and boxes. Or it could be some more of that For the Love of Stamps Secret Garden. You will have to.
Box mag as well.
You have to. Are you in the box mag?
Yeah.
Emily's in the box mag.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
wow.
we got a good look at Emily today through our Miri, didn't we?
We did, but if you need to know more, check out the box mag.
If you need to know more. People, thank you very much for spending time with us. We would like you to have a lovely day and we will see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow. It's bye from me and bye from my good friend Sheila.
Goodbye. Thank you for watching.
See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.